How's it going, listeners? Welcome to another bone-chilling episode of Gathering More Leaves, the podcast where we unearth the spookiest family secrets lurking in the shadows of history. I promise, you're in for a hair-raising tale that will make you say, "Fantastic." Gather round the family crypt, because tonight, we're diving deep into a haunting yarn that's sure to make you howl at the moon. Picture this, a moonlit night in the heart of Picardy, France, where whispers of curses and the echo of ghostly footsteps send shivers down your spine. Our story revolves around a bloodline so ancient, it's practically fangs to be feared. We're talking about Hugues III de Canteraine, or as they say in the afterlife, Hugues de Canteraine. Count of St. Paul from 1130 to 1141, Hugues met his untimely demise. But hold on to your broomsticks, because that's not where this eerie tale ends. No, dear listeners, it's only the beginning of a haunting transformation that would curse him to roam these dark lands as a loup-garou, a creature that straddles the line between man and beast. How will you be able to handle the spine-tingling details? Join us as we uncover the fur-raising mystery of La Bête Canteraine. So, grab your garlic necklaces and silver bullets, double-cross your fingers, and let's sink our teeth into this chilling legend. But don't worry, we promise it's not a bunch of hocus-pocus. This tale is as real as the ghostly whispers in the wind. Get ready to sink your fangs into this hair-raising history because, as we say, family secrets are to die for. Happy haunting, everyone. Greetings, boils and ghouls. It's that time of year again when the moon is full, the night is dark, and the air is positively electric with spookiness. Welcome to a bone-chilling episode 13 and a half of our podcast, where I've got a tale that's hair-raisingly hair-raising. That's right, kiddies, we're howling at the moon with a real family horror story, a werewolf ancestor. Picture this, it's the dog days of August, and Halloween is just around the corner. You know, the season when things get ferociously freaky. I've been digging through the catacombs of my family tree, and what do I find lurking in the branches? A hair-raising tale about my 6th grade grandpappy, Louis de Waudrepont, and his link to a spine-chilling ancestor. Grab your garlic and silver bullets, because we're diving headfirst into a hairy story that'll leave you howling for more. Our story revolves around my 13th great-granny, Adelaide de St. Paul, a name that's got more layers than an onion and a tail that's as twisted as a werewolf's snout. Adelaide was married to Robert V de Béthune, Seigneur de Béthune de Richebourg. De Warnson and de Chokes, quite the mouthful. But don't worry, there's more to chew on. Now Adelaide's old man, Hugh III of Canteraine, wasn't your run-of-the-mill scoundrel. Oh no, he was wicked on a scale that would make even Dracula cringe. We're talking about a guy who made Osama bin Laden look like a Sunday school teacher. Legend has it that Hugh III was responsible for the demise of nearly 3,000 folks, young and old, men and women, a real blood-curdling spree. His malevolence got him excommunicated by the Pope himself, who said, "You, my friend, are so off my Christmas card list. But it's the afterlife punishment that'll make your skin crawl like a spider down your spine." Hugh III, also known as Hugues de Canteraine, was the Count of St. Paul from 1130 to 1141. This guy had a real bone to pick with the Calais family, so he did what any self-respecting werewolf ancestor would do: he attacked their hideout at the Abbey of St. Riquier. But here's the kicker: he used Greek fire, a medieval napalm, to turn it into a fiery barbecue pit. Everyone got roasted, and I'm not talking about marshmallows. François César Lewandre's Histoire ancienne et moderne de ville et de son arrondissement tells us just how gruesome this was. In 1131, Hugues de Canteraine used Greek fire to engulf the city and abbey in flames. This catastrophe claimed over 2,500 lives. Those who escaped the ferocity took refuge in Abbeville, only to encounter further slaughter. Only when the Pope threw down the "You're out of here" excommunication card did Hugh III finally call it quits. But not before he'd left his mark by building not one, not two, but 3 monasteries to atone for his sins. Talk about trying to make amends. But all that penance wasn't enough to wash the blood from his hands. When he met his demise in 1141, a spooky legend was born. Some say he was cursed to wander the places he'd destroyed, like a ghostly GPS malfunction. He was said to prowl the streets of Abbeville, clinking chains and howling like a banshee. That's right, kids, they called him the Beast of Canteraine, a real-life werewolf. So there you have it, my 22nd great-gramps, Hugues III of Canteraine, Count of St. Paul, was the OG of loup-garou, the granddaddy of werewolves. So, when the moon is full and the wind howls, just remember, you might have a werewolf in your family tree too. This is your Creeptastic Crypt Keeper signing off, reminding you to stay spooktacular and howl your way through this hair-raising Halloween season. Until next time, my ghoulish friends, stay horrifying. Greetings, my dearly departed listeners, and welcome back to the spine-tingling second half of our Halloween special. We thought we were done with the hair-raising tales, but not so fast. We've got more macabre mysteries lurking in the shadows of my family tree. This one's a real graveyard smash. Now, it turns out that Hughes III de Campavane wasn't the only member of his family to keep the afterlife lively. Hold on to your ghostly garments, because we're diving deeper into the crypt to unearth some crusaders with a not-so-restful history. I stumbled upon a list of ancestors who had a knack for sword swinging during the First and Third Crusades. 6 brave souls decided to embark on these holy quests, and what a tale they spun. As I researched their blood-curdling adventures, I delved into ancient texts like Anna Comines' Alexiad, the Hesta Francorum, and Raymond of Aguilar's Historia Francorum. These are the scrolls that make your skin crawl. First, we have the tale of Robert III de Béthune, who I thought had his boots on the ground during the First Crusade. But, oh, what a twist. It turns out that I had a little translation mishap, and Robert actually stayed behind, playing nanny to Countess Clementia of Burgundy. At the ripe age of 56, he was like a father figure to her. Talk about a plot twist. Now, the 2 brave souls who did march in the First Crusade were Hughes II de Campavane, 1045 to 1130, and Hughes II d'Oisy et Crèvecoeur, 1075 to 1139. I had high hopes for Hughes d'Oisy, thanks to Wikipedia's thrilling tales of his exploits in Nicaea, Dorylaeum, Antioch, Jerusalem, and Ascalon. But, as it turns out, the truth is buried deeper than a coffin in a crypt. My search through ancient tomes revealed nothing more. Talk about a dead end. But Hughes II de Campavane and his son Enguerrand, they're front and center in the epic tales of the Siege of Antioch and the Siege of Mara. Their deeds are written in the Chanson de Geste of Antioch, a spine-tingling saga, I tell you. According to Charles de Recalde, in his spine-chilling book La France guerrière récit historique, Enguerrand, the son of Hughes II, was the real hero during the Antioch siege. He made a discovery that led to the capture of a vital bridge. But, alas, Enguerrand met his end during the Mara siege, possibly due to an illness or a gruesome battle. The horrors of war. Now, here's the hair raiser. According to Joseph François Michaud's Histoire des Croisades Volume 1, Hughes III's brother, Anselme de Ribeaumont, witnessed a jaw-dropping post-mortem appearance. You won't believe your mummified ears. Anselme, Count of Bouchon, saw none other than Enguerrand, thought to have perished in the Mara siege, stroll into his tent. Alive and well. When Anselme asked, "How are you here? You were dead on the battlefield," Enguerrand had an unearthly reply, "Those who fight for Jesus Christ don't truly die." Spooky, right? Enguerrand then revealed a celestial palace in the sky, a real diamond-studded penthouse. He said, "This beauty comes from there, it's my pad, and we're making an even fancier one for you. See you tomorrow." With that, as recorded by history, Enguerrand went back to the great beyond. This left Anselme baffled, so he rounded up some holy folks, and, the next day, received his last rites. But, get this, a stone came out of nowhere and knocked him out like a light. Historians say it carried him to that magnificent palace. Wow, talk about a one-way ticket to the afterlife. These tales of the Crusaders, more superstitious than a black cat on Friday the 13th, remind us that history has more secrets than a haunted house. So, my ghostly gang, that wraps up our Halloween spooktacular. Remember, it's not just monsters lurking in the dark, sometimes, it's your own family tree that's a real graveyard smash. Until next time, may your nightmares be vivid and your crypts cozy. This is your Creeptastic Crypt Keeper, signing off. Happy Halloween, my ghoulish groupies.